Hello everyone, and welcome to another mod spotlight. Now I know I have already done this mod, but I want to do this again because last time I did this I didn't realize that when the game is updated this is going to be let's just say broken. So the game has been updated a couple times since my last update, and I want to just go through this again from the start. I have a very fresh copy of Skyrim installed. I actually just reinstalled it, so I have no previous mods, no previous mod extenders, nothing. So what I want to do is start from the very beginning with this Dragon Souls to Perk Points mod by Null Cascade. Um, so this mod, just so you know, description over here, what it does is it converts Dragon Souls into perk points. The reason you'd probably want to do this, you might not want to do this in the early game, but later on in the game, when you're killing all these dragons and you got all these souls that you can't do anything with or you don't need, it might be nice to be able to convert them into skill perk points where you can put them into things like archery or blacksmithing, light armor, or whatever it is you want to focus on. So this actually is kind of cool because it gives you that option. The uncool thing, of course, is it is requiring a plugin called Script Dragon, which I'm going to give you a different link this time than what I did before. I believe this is being updated better, or maybe not so much better, but more frequently. So we're going to start off with Script Dragon. Script Dragon is required for this mod, and I have the page up here on my tab. It's from site alexandra.sanibuilder.com, and I'm going to post a link as well. But as you can see here, compatibility, it says what version it's compatible with. Basically, all these here is what it's compatible with, right up to 1.3.10, which is the newest version. So we can go here, we're going to download the Script Dragon file. And while that's downloading, I'm just going to show you basically what this is. It's an engine extender which allows to use Skyrim script functions in third-party Script Dragon plugins, and that's exactly what the Dragon Souls of Perk Points is. It's a third-party plugin that uses what this plugin here extends, so it just gives access to different features of the game, which is really cool. So Script Dragon is done. Let's open this up, and first thing you always want to do, guys, always, is to go to the README file. Even if you watch a video like this one right here, you want to go to this README file. Usually they're always separate in categories like changes, what it is, how it works, and there's always an install section, and there really always should be. So it says here, copy all contents of the bin folder to the game folder, and that's going to be your basic Skyrim folder right there. So you just copy everything straight into that folder. If you don't need the example plugins, the ASI files, you can delete them. So what this is telling me is those ASI files, those are the actual plugins that run, and there are a few samples that I'll show you here. So basically, let's go into our bin folder that we got here, and we have all these files. So the dinput8.dll, this is the file for this plugin that changes how things work. This is a file that kind of gets in between your game and direct input, and that's what takes care of the input system when you type in a script. This is what basically does that. And the Script Dragon DLL is one thing we need. So I'm actually not going to put in these extra ones. Like you can see, horse spawner, trainer, undress, and weather. I'm not going to be putting these in because I don't want them in my game. I just want the basic functionality, which is the dinput8.dll and scriptdragon.dll. So I selected both of those and extract. And here I want to go to my Skyrim directory, which for me is on my Steam drive. And program files, Steam, and it's in Steam apps, common. And then you may have one or more, or whatever, but Skyrim. And this is it. You stick it right in this folder. That's it. That is now installed. So, since that's installed, what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the Dragon Souls, the perk points. And the installation, basically it's an ASI file and an INI file. So the way these plugins work is the ASI is the actual plugin itself. The .ini file is the configuration file. That's how you tweak settings. So let's go ahead and download it. Let's see, download files, and the newest version is 1.5. And just a moment here, shouldn't be too long at all. Alright, so this comes with an ASI folder, and it's right here. So what we're going to do is put this folder straight in the Skyrim folder. Now you probably don't have this folder already, unless you're already using that Dragon script. If you're already using Dragon script, then you probably already have this, in which case just put these two files in there. I don't, so I'm going to extract the whole thing. Now in WinRAR you can just use your down wheel and mouse. Goes to the last place you used. And I'm going to put it right there. Alright, so cord and everything, that should be it. It should be installed and running. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open her up, and I want to edit that file. Wait, wrong directory. Steam apps, common, and this is where your games are for Steam. And Skyrim ASI, this is it here. So we have the INI file, and this is the actual file. And as you can see, for those who care, you can tell like this is a bigger file because it's actually the program itself, and this is just configuration. So let's open this up and take a peek. Alright, so, and the author of this is very good. He's commented everything out. Like this, all these lines here, they don't do anything, they're comments. But lines like this are what does something. So he explains the buy key, that's the key that you use, and this is completely configurable. So right now it's set up as the 0xDE. So that's just code, that's computer code for what the actual key is. And so here you can choose, like he's listed over here what every key is, and this is the hex code. This is what you want. You want these hex codes. So for me, I just want, well, I believe the slash is what he has as a default. Just looking for it here. Aha, here we go, 0xDE, which is this key. The key with the, oh sorry, it's not the slash, it's the one with the quotation mark and the single quotation mark, which is right next to the enter key. So that's the default key that's set. I'm happy with that, I'm going to leave it. Now this is what some people need to pay attention to, the constant and the level multiplier. The constant is how many does it take. So the number here is 10 now. So you have to have 10 dragon souls in order to get 1 point. The level multiplier is something that you only really want to mess with if you're playing in like hardcore. This is the level scale. So if you are, say you put that to 2, or let's just say you put it 2. So for every level, it's going to be 2 times that constant, and you're not going to want that at the high levels. So we'll leave that as 0, which means basically it's not going to be used. And I'm going to change constant to 1 because I want to demonstrate to you guys how to do this. So I'm going to save this file, close it, I'll leave this directory open, and just give me a moment here. I'm going to get my game loaded up and we'll test her out. Here we go, I got this character. This is another character I've been playing, but she does happen to have 1 dragon soul, which is exactly what we need in order to convert this into a point. So first thing I'm going to do is go to my skill tree. I want to just show you guys I don't have any extra points to spend. So I don't. Nothing here to spend. You can see I've been putting points in this character. It's level 32. Anyway. So the other thing I want to show you is I do have 1 dragon soul. 1 dragon soul to spend. And that's it. So let's just do this.
Beautiful.
I'm going to push the key
Reminds me of autumn
now.
at home.
Ah, the soul of 1 dragon has granted you a new power. Let's go to my skills. Yes, 1 point to spend. So, that soul has now been converted to a point. And of course, I'm going to take advantage of this and maybe stick it in my archery. Right here. So, now the point's gone. Dragon Soul is most likely gone. Let's take a peek. 0 Dragon Souls. So, as of today, December 27th, this plugin does work. I'm going to keep an eye on it, and if anything comes up, I will let you guys know. If there's any new updates, I can't promise to be completely on the ball with that, but I will try. Just give me some comments too. I read every comment you guys write to me, so if there's a comment where this is not working, just let me know. And I'm not going to say that. Let me know, and we'll go from there.